Okay, so I finally get out to the range. You are going to know exactly my thoughts on my first few rounds. I haven't shot this yet. I know this isn't a fair comparison, but I want to use this as something you can relate to. So, I have a full size echelon. It's been ported. 19X. Everyone has a 19X or has shot a 19X, 17, etc. The echelon is popular, so there's a lot of people out with the echelon. The 19X ported and comped. And then we'll see how this does. Now, I want to get this out there before we get started. Yes, the barrel's shorter. Understand that. That means it's going to have more of a blast, if you will. More unburnt gunpowder. So, yeah, it's probably going to have, obviously more percussion and all that. But it gives me a baseline shooting these other two to say, you know what, this really isn't bad, or holy shit, or whatever. Now, also, I don't know if you can see it because of the shade, but I can still port this if I want more recoil reduction. So, we're going to do 100 rounds. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay. So, here we are. I will make sure that dot's 5 rounds in my 19X. Okay. 5 rounds out of my echelon, and we're shooting 147 grain. It's ammo I loaded just cheaply to practice and goof around with. Make sure our dot's on. Okay. Now, 17 rounds of this. First couple of rounds, so here we go. Let's see what we think here. Okay, first mag, what do I think? I actually don't think it's that snappy, but I do wish that there was some sort of gas pedal type deal. Let's get to the next mag. Oh, actually, maybe I can use the flashlight here. second mag. Yeah, it's kind of punchy, but it's not bad. But it is whatever you want to call it, snappy, punchy, whatever. It would not be a problem if we could get like some sort of a decent gas pedal type thing for it. But that's 2 mags down. I'm going to load 2 more mags. We'll keep going. We got to get 100 rounds through this. And we'll go from there. Okay, here's the next 2 magazines. Okay. Okay. So I don't know. It is snappy, don't get me wrong. But it seems like it's breaking in a little bit, and I think a lot of it has to do with that recoil spring. It's sprung very tight. But I'll get the last 2 mags loaded, and we'll see what we got for 100 rounds. We'll go from there. Okay, last 2 rounds to get us, or last 2 mags to get us over the 100 rounds. I'm about, I don't know, 10 yards. And this is, like I said, this is practice ammo. It's nothing I put a lot of load development into, but it seems to shoot this pretty good. So let's get the last couple. The magazine or the slide release is easy to reach, no problem. But I'll tell you, this little fucker is hot. Really hot up front. Okay. I didn't even feel the slide lock back. There you go. 100 rounds. Well, a little over 100 rounds. So, it's, take your glasses off and a bug right to the fucking eye. Instantly. But, if we can clear this malfunction. But anyway, it's snappy. It is. Now, like I said, we just need some sort of gas pedal, and I tried to use my thumb here on the light, but my thumb kept slipping off, so that's not going to work. Whew. hot, buddy. Trigger's fucking awesome, though. Man. I did clean it and oil it, but I'm going to clean it again. But ultimately, because it's so hot. I mean, the oil is everywhere, and I didn't use a whole lot of oil. But ultimately, it's a really cool little gun. Really cool. I just wish that there was like some way to get some sort of a gas pedal on this thing, or a little wing or something. But man, outside of that thing just slipping. Now, as far as they don't do anything, because I know that's the biggest, man, everyone's like, man, those ports don't do nothing. Well, I'll be honest with you. I think they do something, but you're just using a what? A fucking 3-inch fucking barrel? 3 1/4, 3.5-inch barrel? I might give you 375. I don't have the specs on me. Check my red dot, make sure it's tight. I got no complaints about this. If I was in my vehicle and someone was at my car trying to carjack me, I mean, dude, you can get the job done. Double taps that close. I'm 10 yards, I don't know, 10, maybe 12 yards away. I was double tapping, and for the most part, it's not a bad group. It's a little low, but it's still a decent, very decent group. All that ammo. Real quickly though, let's put these back in, and let's go back. Let's go back real quick. Just a handful of rounds. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 7 in my echelon. Let's see how it feels. I outran the trigger there. But anyway, that's pleasant, dude. That's fucking pleasant. Back to the 19X. When I say pleasant, I mean there's just, it's not so snappy. It's just much easier to control, but you've got to consider the source. It's got quite a bigger grip. It's got the gas pedal. I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but look at the ports in that fucking thing. So it's, don't know what was up with that round, but that felt like shooting a fucking race gun. Holy fuck. We'll do a handful now with the fucking canik. And I honestly, truly think if I had a gas pedal or something, like I have on the other two. Some sort of a ledge or a shelf or a wing or fucking something. I'm going to try holding on to the edge of this flashlight again. Okay, our first, I believe, malfunction. And this is ammo related 100% because this ammo is not it's not super awesome ammo. Yeah, see that round won't go in. It's just the ammo. I loaded this stuff a long time ago on a lead loadmaster, so take it for what it is. I'm not bashing the loadmasters, I'm just saying. That was better. I really got in on that flashlight. I really bit in on there with my thumb. So that was, I might have to go back and watch that. Was that 10 rounds? Was that 8 rounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll do 10 more. 10 more and we'll call it. Okay, let's bite in on that flashlight again and check that out. Man, that fucking sucks for your thumb. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that fucking sucks. But it is what it is. So a little over 100 rounds, like 130 rounds, I think. But ultimately, that's my only problem. I did put the bigger backstrap on this. It just seemed to feel a little better in the hand. I don't think to port this window here in the barrel, I don't think that that's really going to do anything for you, honestly. If a person wanted to, though, I mean, that option is there. Maybe that's something I can look into later on down the line after I shoot this some. And last but not least, I think as far as modifications go, I think the only thing that I personally would do, I would like to get a recoil spring where I could play with spring weights. That's the first thing I'd like to try. The second thing that I've thought about doing, and maybe if I port that section of the barrel, either send it out for the barrel, that is, send it out for DLC, or send it out for TINCR, titanium carbonitride. which is that like purple, rose gold, purple color. I think that would be very trick on this gun, especially if you send the slide out for DLC and polish the flats. I mean, that would be, if John Wick had a canik, that would be a John Wick conceal carry canik. Um, but no, I feel good about this, and I was gonna get the Hellcat comp. Um, but I think both of them, regardless of porting or any of that, I think you would have had the same thing, because neither one of them sort of had a shelf or a gas pedal type deal to get your thumb in. And both are short guns, and short barreled guns are just going to be snappy guns. There's no two ways around it. But so no, I don't have any sort of buyer's remorse or regret. It's a very cool little gun with all the features. I really don't have to do anything to this. And I don't know if I explained it in the other video, but you got a good trigger. You've got more or less a full-size light rail. You're ported, if that matters to you. You've got a very textured grip. And so you don't really need to get this stippled. I didn't have to put a deep undercut for my thumb. All I really had to do to this gun, a light, an optic. I've got to get a holster. I ordered 2 more mags. And go from there. So it is what it is. It's done. I mean, unless you wanted it in FDE or a different color. It's got the fucking magwell, if that matters to you. It's cool that it's on there. But if I could rewind it, would I buy this one again over something else? I'd probably, yeah. Probably. The only thing I did not hold that was small was the Smith & Wesson, what is that? Shield X, I think. Is that what it is? Shield X? Or M&P X or fucking something like that. But I held all of this thing's competitors, and this was just the one that felt the best in my hand. Now I will say this: a person might come up in here and stipple that for their, for when you're holding it here. That might let you get a little bit of lock in, but I would have liked to have got the model with the, I don't know if you can see this, but with the green ring instead of the orange, because when I throw this up, I look at the orange and I think it's the dot of the Hollow Sun. That's why I really hate the orange on all my optics pistols. I'd prefer that green yellow. But then again, if you like the Hollow Sun greens or any of these red dots, green dots, you're in the same situation I am, if it matters to you. But more or less, that's it. That's my thoughts on this. I'm going to shoot this thing quite a bit more while I'm here. Try to get 2, maybe 300 rounds through it. And if there are any modifications or aftermarket parts, if anything aftermarket or whatever goes in this, I will let you know. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. We'll go from there.